quick Hyundai Ioniq 5 and rant. If you guys don't already know, I had a Hyundai Ioniq hybrid before. I had that from 2018 until 2022. So 4.5 years. I put 115,000 miles on it. It's a great vehicle. It did help me save a lot of money. And I switched to my Model 3, which helps me save even more money. But anyways, they have the Ioniq line from Hyundai that is just electric vehicles, and the first one they have is the Ioniq 5. So Ioniq 5 is the same vehicle as the EV6 from Kia. It's called the EGMP platform. So they pretty much have like this skateboard platform with the batteries. Everything's very similar, but each company is going to have their own style. The Ioniq 5 has about 320 horsepower. The Ioniq 5N, this is from their N division, it's the motorsports division that focuses on pretty much motor racing, how to make the car better. It's their first electric vehicle, and this thing is insane. Instead of getting the 320 horsepower, you're going to get 601 horsepower. They even have a button on your wheel you can push. It's called NGB or N Grin Boost. That'll give you an extra 40 horsepower for about 10 seconds. And then I believe you have to wait another 10 to 30 seconds after that to get that boost again. 0 to 60 is probably around 3.3 seconds. I'm not sure what the top speed, probably 120 to 140 miles per hour, but this is going to be the electric vehicle that car guys are going to get. Most car people are like, I don't want to get an EV because I'm into racing, I'm into motorsports. I want to have a car that has soul. I want it to have character. I want it to be fun. I don't want to just smash the pedal and just race. And that's where the N division, I believe, is going to shine like crazy. They have lots of different things that make it great, from just being like a sports car to an actual race car, all these different levels. The two biggest things that stand out would be they have the N active sounds. So you can actually shift gears in this car. Not only can you shift gears, but you can hear an actual sound. So when you're on a racetrack, that's going to help you with racing. It's more akin to a regular gas car. So for people that don't like EVs, having a car that gives them sounds is going to help them to enjoy it more because it's what they know. Also, they have this N shift. We're able to shift gears. So it's pretty crazy. It's like having the paddles on the wheel where you can shift the gears. They have a bunch of other stuff, like the N battery, being able to cool the battery depending on what you're going to do. If it's a race, if you're trying to do a drag race, if you're trying to do an endurance race, they have different levels where they like scientifically get into the right numbers that the battery needs to be cooled to help give you the most amount of range and whatever performance is needed for what you're trying to do. One of the big things that they're trying to do is the Nuremberg in Germany. It's like the main racetrack that people race so that they can show like how fast they are, what's the best of the best, the fastest cars. Their aim was to make a vehicle that can lap the Nuremberg twice. So that's like 15.3 or 15.7 miles. So imagine 30 miles on a racetrack going full speed and you still have enough battery. Another cool thing about them is they have this thing called 20-20-20. So they want you to be able to race for 20 minutes hard on the racetrack, charge for 20 minutes, and still be able to race another 20 minutes on the racetrack. So insane technology coming from Hyundai. Here is the thing. Starting price for that vehicle is going to be $66,130. You're not going to find a dealership that's going to sell it to you for sticker. They're all going to mark it up. I recently went to a dealership and had a couple people sending me messages about one, and it was at least $10,000 and $20,000 over sticker. Where my rant goes, I was thinking, if you're looking to get a car and you want an enthusiast car, you could get the Ioniq 5N. Even if they gave it to you for sticker price, you're looking at, let's say, $74,000 after tax, title, registration, all that basic stuff with no markups. But if you want an enthusiast car, you don't have to get electric. You can get a Hyundai Elantra N. If you can get that for sticker, that's like $38,000 after tax, title, license, registration. That is an amazing deal for a vehicle without having to spend twice as much, and then on top of that have to deal with markups. I think it's a lot easier to get the Elantra N, which is the gas version, rather than getting the Ioniq 5N. Another thing, that $66,130. Now, it may seem crazy. It's probably like $9,000 more than the dual motor Ioniq 5 electric car, right? But $66,000 for that much money, you can get a Rivian R1T. It's like 69,000. I think they have federal tax credits. That thing goes 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Has a range of 270 miles to start with. So you have so many options if you're going to spend that much amount, like that crazy amount of money. Another vehicle you could get, a Lucid. The Lucid Air, they dropped their prices, so they start at $69,000 too. So there's all these different options for cars to get. I hope people buy the cars. I hope dealerships don't mark them up. It's an exciting time for the car world and for EVs, and I feel like the Ioniq 5N is going to set the standard for what the future will hold and how cars are going to be made. I hope more car companies end up doing the same thing and have an enthusiast line where they're able to like break down the aerodynamics of the vehicle to make it faster, lighter weight, being able to maneuver better, have better suspension, better tires, just steering, the feel, everything inside the car conducive to a better experience for racing. I think that's going to get more people excited into the brand and will help people if they don't get that top tier performance vehicle, maybe get something that has like the N line vehicles that are a little bit nicer on the inside and have more sporty features, maybe a little better handling, or even the base vehicle from that brand. But more companies need to learn from Hyundai. But again, that's a lot of money. There's a lot of options out there. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Again, I am not biased. I have a Tesla. I would buy a Hyundai, honestly. I'd buy a Kia. It doesn't matter to me as long as the car's good. And living in California, I see myself every like 6 years switching cars anyways. So tell me what you guys think. I'll talk to you later. Take care.